Call to member for Blair.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister representing the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations. What is the Albanese Labor government doing to lift wages? Are there any threats to the pay of Australian workers?
Call to the Leader of the House.
Thanks very much, Speaker, and I thank the member for Blair for the question and for his commitment to getting wages moving in Australia. This government's committed to lifting wages, to fighting inflation, to strengthening Medicare and to building more houses. Those opposite, throughout all of the arguments we've had with respect to lifting wages, have opposed us every single time. Every single time, right from the election campaign, when the Prime Minister was asked whether or not wages should keep up with inflation, and he answered with one word, which was absolutely. Absolutely. And when those opposite heard it, they thought it was a mistake. They couldn't picture the concept of conviction for working people. They had no way of handling it. So they then came up with their different arguments when we introduced the legislation to get wages moving. First, they claimed it would be inflationary, and yet while wages have been rising, inflation has halved. They then claimed there'd be crippling economy-wide strikes. Strikes are now running at 1/6 the rate they were under the previous government. That's right, the final quarter for the previous government, the number of days lost to industrial action was 6 times higher than it is now. So why would it be that they voted against pay rises for Australian workers 48 times? Why would it be that they've done that? Why would it be that they are so committed to oppose a concept of people earning more and keeping what they earn? Because they've done it every single time. Our approach to the minimum wage, the annual wage review, has been to go in every time and argue for wages to be improved so that people don't go backwards. We've done it every single time. They had a complete opposition to that approach. Instead, their approach was for low wage growth to be a deliberate design feature of their economic management, and they delivered it. Successfully for a decade, wages flatlined. But as a result of the changes of policy of this Prime Minister, as a result of the changes of law of this government, what have been the outcomes? The minimum wage over the 3 annual wage reviews has now gone up by 18.5% in the life of this government. That's for the people who are the lowest paid in Australia, earning $7,451 extra a year. On award wages, 14.8% increase over the life of this government. Aged care workers on a 15% increase, opposed by those opposite. Early educators on a 15% increase, opposed by those opposite. The gender pay gap at the lowest level it's ever been since records began because of legislation, opposed by those opposite. Mine workers, cabin crew, meat workers, all earning more and keeping more of what they earn.